Just obviously great overall performance. Came out. We just talked about really coming out and not giving them any life and coming out right away and kind of taking that first punch. And I thought we did that. Obviously, only holding them to 9 points in the first half. Our defense was on point, and then we got a lot of rhythm shots. So they played Illinois State really tough yesterday. So. We got to see some of that, and I knew, that's why I just wanted us to make sure it doesn't matter who we play. It's about how we come out. It's about us. It's about our preparation. And I'm really, really proud of these guys because they've learned that from the past couple of years, and I think they really know every game matters, and no matter who our opponent is, we come out and we prepare the same way. And they were great in our preparation. They were great today in shoot around, and that equals and translates over into the game.
KB, I believe you said in the past, just this is one of your favorite games of the year. Just what does this game kind of mean to have elementary school students in here, and just does it get you up even more for a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's super fun. Just the atmosphere. Like, there's very few games, I think, in college that, like, any athlete gets to play with the atmosphere like that. So we just love it, embrace it. It's really loud. But, I mean, it means a little more to me because, through, like, my student teaching and stuff, like, every class I've had has come. Like, the class that I'm with now was here today. The class that I taught my first semester with was here today, so I got to see them. So it's, like, really cool to kind of, like, bring, like, I go into their place, and it's cool to like kind of bring them into mine a little bit and have them get to enjoy a game today.
The offense today was just really clicking. Why do you think it worked, and how dominant were you guys inside today?
I mean, we shared the ball really well. Like, our guards did a great job of like moving the ball to each other, to Bryn and I. And I think just like working with that and working really well off of each other, I think that really, really helped us today. And we were more in transition than we have been the past couple of games. And I think, as a group, we play really well in transition. So being able to, Makira, Gretch, Jen, Dow, like get the ball up the court quick, and they were making plays. They were getting it to inside to Bryn and I. And yeah, I mean, overall, like we just found the gaps. It was really good, I think, offensively.
Gretchen, a career high in points, rebounds, steals for you today. I guess, was there anything clicking off the court for you?
No, I just kind of had the same routine as I usually do. I think I let the game just come to me today with the shots, and then just finding my teammates. Like KB said, I think we were just finding each other really well, and that feeds off of each other with us running the court. And so we were finding each other.
KB, I want to get your thoughts on just Dahlia's floor game. I thought she was in her bag tonight.
Yeah.
Today, rather.
Yeah, Dow is just like an energizer bunny. I think, when she's at her best, we're at our best. And she's, we tell her all the time, like, she's our X factor. Like, when she plays well, the whole team plays well. So having her out there having fun today, smiling, like really driving, like being a post player, like she's had to play a little more forward lately, but like seeing her get the ball and take that power dribble and go up has been really cool. But then her ability to attack anyone that comes out on her is phenomenal.
Gretchen, you got the start last game, went back to the bench today. Do you think the starting experience helped you today with this such a strong performance?
I think it was good to get one like under my belt and start, but I try not to like really think about that too much, and whether I'm starting or coming off the bench, like just going in there and doing what the team needs me to do is what I'm focusing on.
And I think you guys kind of answered this, but like, how do you just kind of compare like the noise that you guys heard today, and does it ever get like distracting, or is it cool? Because that was like super, super loud today.
I think it's cool, and I think it honestly, like, in a way, it prepares us for, like, when we go play, like, Iowa and, like, IU. Like, those two places are super loud. But I don't think it really distracts anybody. It's just more of a funny thing because we're just, like, looking at each other like we can't hear what she's saying. We can't hear in the timeouts. Like, but, yeah, I mean, I think all of us just think it's really, really cool.
Gretchen, to have 7 assists tonight, just what, I guess, is that part of your evolution of the game, just involving your teammates as much as just being that scoring factor for your team?
Yeah, I mean, I try like just to have my eyes up, and I think we all ran the court really well today in transition. I think that's where I got a couple of them. So just like crediting my teammates, they're running hard, and we all have our eyes up, and we're looking for each other always, coming off ball screens, transition after you get the rebound. So.
Question for either of you. I just wanted to get your thoughts on just the early game today. Just kind of like, how do you guys think this will prepare you going forward?
I think it's good for us, like in the sense of like tournament play and like kind of like down the road postseason stuff, because those, you never know like when you're gonna play. But I think just kind of getting us up, seeing how we were at shoot around and like seeing how everyone like went through their routine. But I don't think anyone did really anything different. But it is good to kind of get that timing under our belt for the future.
I guess just for either play, when Genesis goes down to that injury, just how were you able to kind of move past that? I know she was on the bench; she looked be okay, but how were you able to maybe move past that and just keep your focus?
I mean, we just trust that Autumn's taking care of her. We know she's okay and she'll do what she needs to do. But we kind of focused on the game, made sure she was fine, but had to play with what we had.
Bryn is very vocal for you guys on defense. I guess, what is her role on the court, and how does that help you organize things?
I mean, Bryn, I've said before, she does all the little things that maybe like don't show up on a stat sheet. And, on defense, we're able to switch with her. We're able to have her in like a screening coverage. And I think that really benefits us, especially when other teams have some smaller fours that can pick and pop or like to drive. I think she does a really good job of just kind of helping us be able to switch up our defense. And she's always communicating on screens, like all of that stuff. And so she's, she played down low a lot last year, so she's kind of got that part of it. But, I think she's an integral part of, our defensive success.
Thank you.
Good job, you guys.
I know KB said it was funny, but was there any difficulty with the noise today?
I mean, there was, but, luckily it wasn't that tight of a game. It's just the kids, they don't know, like, when to scream and when to not scream. So there was a time where I think it was the end of the second, I don't remember, and I'm trying to call something to Jazz, and she didn't even look at me. She couldn't hear me. So in a big game, that would have been, that would have been bad. But no, it was great. And, I mean, like I said, 13,000 people here and all those kids, and being able to see them all at the top of State Farm Center was awesome. And hopefully we continue to build where, we can get 10 to 13,000 a game. Like that's what other Big Ten teams are getting on a regular basis. So hopefully we can continue to progress this and get that attendance up there on a regular.
You guys finished really strong last year. Now you're off to a 4-0 start. Just, what's kind of like the vibes in the locker room, and do you think, this is a sign for a good season to come?
I think that this group, they're a veteran group, and they've learned a lot through the past 2 years of us all being together. That core group, we've been together now for 2 years, and there was a lot of learning lessons last year, ups, downs, and there's going to be more adversity hit. It's a season is full of ups and downs, but it's how you handle them, how you weather those storms, and I think we learned that last year. So I have a lot of confidence and trust in this team, and I think that there's just a mutual calmness and trust, and again, of where we're at, and again, we're going to be tested in the next few games, so that's going to be good. And as Big Ten comes around, obviously every game is going to be tough and going to be tight, but this group, I really do believe we've learned a lot. Is that going to make us perfect? No. But I just really like where our minds are right now, and the togetherness and their preparation. They've just handled their business at a high level right now.
Coach, after the end of the game, you took the mic, obviously, and told all the kids to go home and ask their parents if they come back to another game. How important is it to get them back and then also show the next generation of women's basketball players how good of a program you're building here?
Yeah, I mean, I hope even if we get, some of them, out of we had 13,486, if we can get a lot of them to go and have fun today. So now hopefully they can get their parents to bring them back. And again, because we're trying to get this where we're not, I'm very happy and grateful for us averaging, I think, over 3,000 so far this year, but like, that's still lower end in our league. So we have got to try to get more people in the stands on a consistent basis. So now we can really truly have an incredible home court advantage. So we'll keep working on that. But then also I just think it's awesome to see, all these young kids seeing our players go play the game at a high level. Boys, girls, it doesn't matter. They're seeing high level basketball. They're having fun watching it, and hopefully maybe that'll inspire some of these kids that saw it today to even try it for the first time or to continue to work on their game.
Coach, 26 assists and on 37 made shots. I just want to get your assessment on just how you guys did against the zone today.
Yeah, that was what I was most proud of is how we shared the ball. I thought we did a really good job of moving the ball against the zone instead of really trying to over dribble and over penetrate. We made extra passes, taking a good shot to a great shot. And just we're playing well together. There's no one, trying to just go out there and get theirs. It's about the team. And I think you see that there were some plays that, I was like, wow, that was pretty basketball. And when they're sharing it like that. So, and then when we're doing that, now you can get more rhythm threes. So now, we make 9 threes today. So if we can continue to share the ball, continue to play like that, it's really hard to key in on one person to stop.
Coaches, all your players get big cheers from the crowd, but KB and Adalia have seen the biggest ones. Just how have maybe you seen Kendall sort of be embraced by young girls, and what how cool has that been to see for you?
Yeah, with all of them, I absolutely love to see, the young girls love them, but more importantly, see the interaction of our kids and how much joy they get from, seeing the young girls out there and the young kids, because there's a lot of boys too that absolutely love, these guys as players and as people. And that's a thing we've tried to build since we got here is a connection. We want our fans to be able to have a connected feel and to think that they're part of us. And that's what family means. You can't do this in women's basketball without that connectiveness. I don't believe. So, that's why our kids go up in the stands and they get to know a lot of these kids. They are out in the community. They're just great kids. Our team is great. They're great people. And they have a lot of joy giving back to the kids and being involved with them and talking to them. So it's awesome. I love it. And like I said, I love seeing that it's not just little girls out there too. It's, little boys that are watching women's basketball now and it's cool to be, I want to be like KB or I want to be like Dal. That's a big step in the right direction for where we're going in our game.
4 games and 4 different leading scorers. How much easier does it make your job when you have a handful or more of players that can go off for 20 plus a game?
It's huge, right? And obviously, people are going to key in on KB. They're going to key in on Makaira. They're going to, try to not let Jen get it. Now you have Gretchen scoring. Now you have, Bryn scoring. Now you have Jazz scoring. It's really, really hard to guard all that. And they can all score in a variety of ways. So, this is what our programs are normally made of, is just a balanced attack where you can't just take away 1 or 2 players. And that's what I love, how this is really progressing and coming where, with some of our injuries, maybe it's getting some other people some minutes and they're getting confidence, and that's just going to make us better in the long run. And if we can all, we all start getting on fire on the same night, it could be really, really scary.
Just an update. Do you have any updates on Jen? I know I saw her on the bike during most of the first half, and just an update on her.
I don't know much. I think she'll be okay. It wasn't worth putting her back in there today, and Makaira was on limited minutes, and we don't have a lot. I'm trying to not have. I don't want to have Dal play a ton or KB or Bryn, but then we only got 9 or whatever it is available right now. So hopefully day off tomorrow. And then into a 2-day prep, hopefully we can be healthy and get some players back for Oregon State.
Coach, seems like everyone got a chance to get into the game today. How valuable is that for you and the group going forward?
I always think it's great when you can get everyone minutes and get some of our main guys some rest too. So that's where it's good. Corey's got 24 minutes tonight and made some shots, and I thought she played a lot better. Even just get Haven as a freshman, get her minutes. And today was not a great matchup for Haven since they go 5-out, but that's also good experience in a game like this to have to try to guard that. And then Mia, get her out there. And so really, just getting more people minutes. And that's what we need, because you just never know with injuries, with foul trouble, that everyone needs to be ready to go. And especially right now when you don't have, your full roster healthy, your numbers are tighter, everyone needs to be ready.
Coach, after a pretty rough shooting night against Marquette, you've come back with back-to-back really efficient shooting from the floor. What's gone into that, especially after that rough night against Marquette?
We don't do anything different in terms of that. Sometimes the ball doesn't go in, and sometimes it does. We continue to worry about the process and look at, okay, what shots are we taking, or how are we getting those shots, and we've been shooting it well the last 2 games, but we also got to the free throw line a lot that game and manufactured points in ways that we needed to. So we're going to continue to stick to our process, stick to kind of what we do each day. Our kids are getting shots up, they're getting their reps in. The only thing I would say we did different is we shot a couple drills. I added a couple drills in just to shoot more threes, but that's like a 5-minute drill. So if that makes that big of a difference, I'm stupid for not doing it every practice. But I think some days you're going to hit shots, some days you're not, and again, find ways to win when you're not. And hopefully those are few and far between, those Marquette games.
Coach, sorry about that. Yeah, your team has a lot of veteran leadership. I just wanted to get your thoughts just on KB and just what she means to the program.
It's just, I've said it so many times, just the consistency. You just can't, that's the biggest thing, is when you have consistent people and consistent production and consistent work ethic, you know what to expect. She's every day. And that's just, it's so powerful. And it's so meaningful to our team. It gives me a lot of trust and confidence that I know what I'm getting. We know what we're getting. So she's just been an absolute joy to coach for the past 3 years, and sure as hell gonna miss her when she's gone. But I'm gonna enjoy all these games from here on out. But just a special player and a really special person. Thank you. Thank you, guys.